Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Friday, March 24th. We got a 10-game Whopper. I'm going to breeze through this real quick, so stay with me. We're going to start with DraftKings. We're starting with Luka Magic, 12K. If Luka is in and Kyrie's out, that's fine. We know Dallas needs to win games. Will this game be a blowout risk? Yes, it will be, because we obviously know what happened to Charlotte tonight, as all of the starters went. Well, I want to say the starters, but all of the key pieces went dropping like flies, one after the other, after the other, after the other. So we all know what happened. Not gonna rehash it. If you played any of those guys, may the Lord bless your soul. Dame Dollar, 11K. Portland's trying to win out the games also. He's absolutely in play. SGA in LA, they almost have identical records, so they should be playing hard to beat each other also. Like I said in the last few videos, start focusing on teams that want to stay in the playoffs or want to get into the play-in. You're playing Charlotte and the Spurs and those guys. You've seen what happened today, and I try to warn you. Let's continue. If Kyrie is in, he takes a little bit away from Luka, as we all know, but you can still play both of them and hope for a virtuoso from both of them. But they're playing Charlotte, and it is a blowout risk. So it's hard to tell with the NBA nowadays, but Luka's absolutely stronger without Kyrie, but they're both playable if Kyrie's healthy. Hope that helps. Kyrie's in play. Harden. I guess this game should be competitive, and we shouldn't have to worry about the Sixers starters being benched if this game was a blowout. Like I can't even call it. I don't know what's going on. If Harden is in, good for him. If he's out max, he gets a bump. Melt gets a bump. Halliburton 94. If he's in, he's fine. If he's not, I like Nemhard and I like McConnell. They get a little bit of a bump. Miles Turner gets a little bit more shots. Mathurin, he gets more shots also. So we're not even halfway into point guard. There's a lot of questionable statuses, and you just got to pay attention to news. What else can I tell you? John Morant, if he starts against Morant, he'll flambe him. If he comes off the bench, how many minutes did he have last game? 24 minutes, 34 fantasy points. Well, we got to see if he's getting his full run. You can't pay $8,900 for a guy coming off the bench playing 25 minutes. So let's pay attention to John Morant news and let's continue. They lead against Detroit. He's fine. De'Aaron Fox is way too cheap. He's absolutely in play. Kevin Porter's in play. I'm going to skip over Rozier. Giddey's in play. Chris Paul's in play. D'Angelo Russell's in play. Jalen Green's in play. Drew Holiday. These point guards are priced appropriately. THT, you can take a shot. Maxey gets a bump with no Harden. Ivy, he's okay. Carson Reeves, he's absolutely in play. Killian Hayes, you want to take a shot, take a shot. Derek White, you can take a shot. Tyus Jones, you don't really need. Nemhard, if there's no Halliburton, you know what to do. Trey Jones at the Spur, you know what that means. Jordan Poole is down to 5,600, deservedly so. Marcus Smart's all right. TJ McConnell gets a bump if there's no Halliburton, you know that. Chris Dunn's in play. Brogdon's in play. Shaden Sharp had a good game. I guess he's in play. The rest of these guys are irrelevant. So let's go to shooting guard. The rest of those guys are irrelevant at the moment, so you know what I mean. We got Booker 9,600 in play. Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine, Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine in play. Absolutely. Desmond Bane is fine. Klay Thompson at 67 is fine. Vassell is a Spur. OG's in play. Gets a bump if there's no Scotty Barnes. Melton gets a bump if there's no Harden. Tim Hardaway Jr., if you're feeling spicy, you can fire him up. Kevin Huerter, if he's back. I like to see news on Kevin Herter before I play him. Bathrooms in play. Pay attention to Gary Trent news. No Gary Trent. OG gets another bump. Agbaji is okay. Malik Monk is fine. DiVincenzo is fine. Beverly is fine. I don't have the balls to play Kispert, but he's not the worst player in the world. Beasley coming off the bench now. I don't really need him. Who needs Beasley when you got Austin Reeves? Isaiah Joe, you could take a shot. Ingles, you could take a shot. Will Barton will probably start for Gary Trent. He had 10 fantasy points last game. Ownership will probably be low. You want to pray to God he gets some steals and some shots. I'd go back to Will Barton if he starts again. Let me just look at his minutes. 23 minutes. He went 2 for 8. Yeah, I'd go back to him. That's fine. Connaughton, Grayson Allen, you take shots. And with that being said, let's go to small forward. Tatum, absolutely in play. DeRozan, if he's in, good for him. If he doesn't play, Levine gets a bump. Keldon Johnson, he's an okay play, but he's still a Spur. Middleton, you could take a shot. Tobias Harris, if there's no Harden. Buddy Hield, you could take a shot. Avdia, you could take a shot. Gordon Hayward, you could take a shot with all his friends being mysteriously ruled out or mysteriously taken out of the game. Dort, Eason, you could take shots. KJ Martin, you could take a shot. Okogie, Josh Green. If Josh Green starts with Luka and there's no Kyrie, you could take a shot on Josh Green. Dylan Brooks, if you're feeling spicy. Harrison Barnes, I don't know. This guy is he's one of the most inconsistent fantasy players of all time. If you're playing like 10 lineups, you could throw Barnes in one. Okay, he could give you 40 fantasy points one night, or he could give you 14 in 40 fucking minutes. Harrison fucking Barnes. Jesus Christ. Who else is here? Thibault, you could take a shot. Fettuccine, you could take a shot. No, don't do that. I don't like Fettuccine. Fontecchio. For those of you that aren't following me, I know if he starts, I don't really need him. I'm good. That's just me though. Troy Brown Jr. You could take a shot, but he's 4K for a reason, and he's a starter. David Roddy. If Roddy starts again at 3,500, 25 minutes, 20 fantasy points, I wouldn't do it. But if you want to play David Roddy, have at it. All right, let's go to power forward. Giannis, of course, against Utah, he should terrorize them. Siakam's in play with if Scotty Barnes is out, Siakam gets a little bit of a bump, but don't forget the real leader of the Toronto Raptors is still there, Mr. Jacob Poeltl. Jaren Jackson Jr. is in play. Bagley, unfortunately, is in play. Jalen Williams is in play. Kelly Olynyk gets a bump with no marketing. Scotty Barnes, we got to keep our eye on that. Bozo. Jabari Smith Jr. Draymond Green is fine when his BF plays. PJ Washington's in play. Al Horford's in play. Bobby Portis is in play. Keegan Murray's is like Harrison Barnes Jr. He's another one. He could play 30 minutes and give you 35 fantasy points, or he could play 35 minutes and give you 3 fantasy points. I don't know what's up with those two idiots. They start on the same team. That team is like the best offensive team in the league with those two idiots. I don't know how they do it. Vanderbilt, I don't need. Neesmith, I don't need. Nora, if he started for some reason. Torrey Craig, if you're playing a lot of lineups. I think that's it for now. Maybe Trey Lyles, but I'm not going to go digging in the trash right now. Too early for all that. Let's go to center. Embiid, 11-8 if he plays. Good play. If he doesn't play, oh yeah, doesn't he have a hurt calf? Yeah, he has a hurt calf. Yeah, all right. So let's pay attention to the Sixers news. Anthony Davis should annihilate OKC. Let's keep an eye on his status. More than likely he plays because they need to win. Sabonis, baby Joker, absolutely in play. Fire him up. Vooch is in play. I like Vooch a little bit more if DeRozan doesn't play. Jacob Pertl, absolutely in play at 7,200. Sengun's in play. Brook Lopez is in play. Christian, what the fuck is Christian Lopez? Christian Wood is in play. Walker Kessler's in play. Miles Turner is in play. Zach Collins. If Zach Collins is playing, he's okay, although he's a Spur. Nurkic, keep an eye on Nurkic. If Nurkic can't go, then we fire up Watford. Wiseman is fine, 6,200. Watford, like I just mentioned, keep an eye on him. Kevin Looney, I don't really need. Jalen Duran, you could take a shot. I mean, you could take a shot on Looney too. Nick Richards, you could take a shot. Bismack Biyombo's in play. And I'm going to stop at Bismack Biyombo for the centers that I like because I'm not really going to be playing any of Tillman or Gafford or Bobby Williams, so I wouldn't recommend them. All right, so let's get 5 guys and let's get going. Kessler. All right, hold on. So OKC's playing now. OKC play tonight, and so this is a back-to-back. So is SGA going to be available? I don't know. Fox is too cheap. Let's get Fox going. Let's run that back with Booker. Look for a shootout. Small forward. Let's pick up OG and hope that Scotty Barnes is out. Power forward. Siakam, Porzingis. Jalen Williams is 6,800. Kelly Olynyk at 66. PJ Washington against Dallas. Kelly Olynyk against Milwaukee. Let's pick up Jalen Williams, 6,800. And at center, Wiseman is not bad. Watford. We've got a lot of choices at center. I don't know. For some reason, Wiseman is like jumping out at me. Nick Richards against Dallas. Jalen Duran. All right, let's just go to Nick Richards right now because he's the cheapest out of all these bozos. And we'll use him as value right now. But Nick Richards is absolutely interchangeable with about, let me see. I like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I like 9 centers on this slate. So Nick Richards is interchangeable with any other one of them, depending on lineup construction. I like Fox and Booker in the same lineup for a little bit of a shootout. OG, if there's no Barnes and Grant, he gets a bump. Jalen Williams is 6,800 against the Lakers, and people show out against the Lakers. And we got Nick Richards for value, so that's 5 guys that I like. Listen, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I absolutely appreciate you. Please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. That absolutely helps us build the channel. If you're struggling to cash, I know the NBA is a shit show right now. What you could do to get around that is what I've been doing, laying off the main slate a little bit, playing late night and express and showdowns and all that other stuff. So I know the NBA is really awful right now, but you got to just find ways around it until MLB starts. Um, so yeah, if you're struggling to cash, I got you. I can send you my optimal lineups. Um, and I can build you your own lineups. So check out the Patreon link in the description, or you could DM me on Twitter and we'll figure it out. And I don't just play main slate. I play, whatever it is I need to play. If somebody wants to play Express, we play Express. If you want to play After Hours, we play After Hours. Once in a blue moon, I might miss main slate because I'm too busy. I'll just put out After Hours lineups, and Express and After Hours are a lot less stressful than main slate. You know what I'm saying? So just something to think about. But a lot of you guys are pros, so I know a lot of you guys already play After Hours. So just throwing it out there. What are we doing? All right, FanDuel. I already got 5 guys picked out. Let's take a gander of my expert picks. Let's get out of here. SG at point guard, self-explanatory. AR-15, I think that's what they call him. Austin Reeves, the new secret weapon in. Well, he ain't no secret, but the new starting weapon for Austin Reeves, LA Lakers, 7K. Fire him up. OG Anunoby, pay attention to Toronto injuries. Anthony Davis, they trying to win ball games. Davis and Reeves should lead the Lakers to the promised land. And then we got Nick Richards again for value. So that's that. 10 games up, 10 games down. Hope my video helps. Once again, I appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell and thumbs up. That's absolutely helping us. I appreciate it. And I'm going to go on and let y'all get back to what it is you do on a Friday morning or Friday afternoon or whatever time it is. So I'm going to see you guys in the next one. All right? Ciao.